Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And today we're going to be going over what the Houston Astros offseason plan should be after hiring Joe Espada, their bench coach from 2018 through 2023, as their next manager. What the offseason plan should be after hiring Espada as their next manager. So this is really short of the list of what the Astros should do in free agency. But here's what I believe the Astros should do. So we're going to start off with a big free agent because, with Michael Brantley on his way out, I believe the Astros aren't going to re-sign Brantley. You're going to have to sign a left fielder that's going to split time with Yordan Alvarez at left field. And I think it should be someone who's going to bring power into the lineup. Why not someone who's killed the Astros in the past in, Game 6 of the World Series for the Braves, or maybe it was Game 5. Jorge Soler on the Miami Marlins, who had an unbelievable season with the Marlins this season with 37 home runs and 76 RBIs. If the Astros are going to replace Michael Brantley, it should be somebody who's going to bring power to the lineup, and I think that's what Jorge Soler will do. But another thing the Astros need to address as well is not only the left fielder position, but they also need to address starting pitching because they have Justin Verlander, Framber Valdez. And Christian Javier. But besides that, the starting pitching job right now is a little bit. It's a deep question for this team because Luis Garcia and Lance McCullers Jr. are both out until mid-season, end of the season. Lance McCullers Jr. is expected to be out till July, and then Luis Garcia is expected to be out till August. Hunter Brown and J.P. France are both young, but they showed some decent stuff in their Hunter Brown's first full rookie season, and J.P. France's rookie season as well. And Jose Urquidy was not only was he injured this season, but he had his worst season as a Houston Astro. So they have some answers to fill with the starting pitcher position, but here's a trade I think the Astros should make. This might upset or make some Astros fans happy. The Astros making a trade with the Chicago White Sox. The Astros trade Jake Myers, Jose Urquidy, J.P. France, and prospects, probably 2 or 3 prospects for Dylan Cease, who is an unbelievable starting pitcher. Would be the ace of this rotation, adding him in next to Framber Valdez and Justin Verlander and Christian Javier and Hunter Brown, and then eventually Luis Garcia and Lance McCullers Jr. would join that rotation later in the season. It'd become a 6-man rotation, and Hunter Brown would move to the bullpen. Speaking of the bullpen, with the Astros having multiple free agents, relievers that are free agents this year, Hector Neris, Phil Maton, Ryan Stanek, all those guys are going to be gone. They're not coming back. The Astros don't want to. Some of those guys the Astros don't want to bring back. Some of those guys the Astros don't have the money to bring back. So the Astros signing 2 relievers from the Miami Marlins, 2 guys who are really, really solid players. And the Astros need a left-hander, and this is you'd be bringing in some lefties with these additions. Signed Matt Moore, who was excellent, had like a 2.37 ERA last year. Excellent pitcher to have off the bullpen. And also David Robinson, who was on the Marlins as well. Started his season with the Mets, but then was traded to the Marlins. And he's an excellent pitcher. And then also, you're going to need a catcher. Obviously, Yandy Diaz is the primary catcher. He is the starter. But Martin Maldonado is a free agent, so the Astros are going to need to get a backup catcher. And I think the perfect role for that, you can obviously see about getting Tom Murphy, who's going to be the most expensive option. You can also see about, promoting Cesar Salazar, who did catch a couple games for the Astros last season, who's currently in AAA for the Astros, and making him the backup catcher. But I think the best option for the Astros, and maybe eventually, if it doesn't work out, Cesar Salazar comes back up. But I like Austin Hedges from the Rangers. I know it's the Rangers, but Austin Hedges is a guy who's, I don't think the Rangers can have the room to re-sign him, and he's a very, very solid backup catcher. He's a guy I wanted the Astros to sign last year from the Detroit Tigers, but they really, never made the move because I thought the Astros needed to pick up another catcher. But I would like to see the Astros sign him this offseason. I think it'd be a good move for the Astros to pick him up and make him Yanner Diaz's backup. So, yeah, that's it for my offseason plan for the Astros. And I think I did say a name wrong. David Robinson. I meant to say David Robertson, I believe it is. I was thinking about basketball there, so it's my bad. But for the Astros right now, after hiring Joe Espada, I think they need to focus on bringing in some arms to the bullpen with having guys in free agency and also getting a left fielder replacement for Michael Brantley. And I think they need to address starting pitching. I just don't know if they'll do that or not. And they need a backup catcher. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out. Go Astros.